The rapper The Game accused another rapper of being gay. Because that's the juvenile bullshit that rappers get involved with. So it turns out that TMZ had written a post about The Game, and in the post, Game said the following. The number one issue with that is that you could be fooling, and he's talking about gay people. The number one issue with that is that you could be fooling somebody and you could give them AIDS and they can die, and that shit spreads because that girl you might be fooling might leave you and go find another dude who ain't gay and give him the disease. So he's basically saying, yeah, gay people have unprotected sex and they go around and spread the disease. Because that can't happen with straight people, by the way. Right. So after The Game said that, and TMZ wrote about it and talked about it, he tweeted and he said to TMZ, but look around. Shit, I'd be surprised when I see somebody who's not gay. My girl hairstylist is gay and he cool. 50 Cent gay and he was cool.
Oh, damn. So he just threw 50 Cent under the bus. Now, I sense records being made already. They're already in studio rapping about how one another is gayer than the other one. Okay, now
it's
look.
So stupid.
No, the thing is, now this is an old staple of old school gangster rap. Like, you know, I mean, Eminem chopped up his wife and put her in the trunk in one of his songs, right? And in the old days, everybody was gay and everybody was this. Like, have we gotten better? It looked like rap was improving a little bit so that it was a little less malicious, right? But here we go, devolving again. But what I find interesting about this story is how people are going to react, how the industry is going to react. So is this going to be considered normal? And people are going to say, oh yeah, oh, so what? Yeah, of course. He called him gay, he called the other guy gay, etc. Or are people going to say, hey, you know what, that's not cool, and let's not do that anymore? So that's part of why I'm curious about this story. Right. Now, as to whether 50 Cent is actually gay, oh, come on. First of all, who cares? But second of all, like, they've been beefing for a long time. So I'm not going to trust what either one of them says about the other one, whether it's derogatory or not derogatory.
And it's not as if 50 Cent is not guilty of the exact same thing. Back in 2004, he said that he didn't like gay people around him. It made him uncomfortable. And he also once said that, where is it? If you're a man and you're over 25 and you don't eat the P word, just kill yourself, damn it. The world would be a better place.
Well, by the way, the female P word, not the male P word. Okay, so, but you know what? Actually, those tweets by 50 Cent partly went towards convincing me that maybe The Game is right. Because that's kind of overreaction people do when they're not straight, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm so straight, yeah, I eat the P word all the time. Yeah, oh, if you don't, you should kill yourself. Did anybody find out? Did anybody find out what the reality is? You know what I'm saying? I mean, why does he come out like Marcus Bachman and be like, hey, everybody? Okay.
Right, but again, if he is or he isn't, I don't care. I don't think it's any of my business or your business or the world's business. Who cares, right?
Right.
But at the same time, like, this is damaging to gays. It's, I think, something that fuels hatred toward gays, and it shouldn't happen. And, you know, going back to your question of whether or not this is going to be deemed acceptable by the industry, so far you see a couple articles about it and everyone's moving on. There hasn't been any apology issued, nothing.
So if you're Michael Richards and you go after black folks, that's trouble. If you're, who's the guy we just covered that went after Mexicans?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams. And then you get in trouble. Go after gays and you're a rapper. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out how it all plays out.